Hi friends, welcome to Tutors Funny channel. Today I am going to teach how to make the find using Android Studio using RESTful API. Let us show the demo first. Here this is the demo. Here find employee details. If I enter the relevant employee number over here, this is the database. You can check here the database. This is a database. This is the database name, which is a company. Inside the database we have created the table called EMP. So here these are the relevant columns available: ID, name and salary. Now if I enter the employee number over here, click this button, add button here. Let's change the button name as search. Okay, here. Okay, let's change it. It's not a good things, right? So here we change this one as a search, right? Now let's again we have to compile and run the program. Right. Now let's check again. Right. Now if I here search successfully, if I enter Kumar, will be display the relevant employee name. If I enter the second Nishan, this is second employee name will be displayed. Right. Here this is the things of RESTful API. How to make this system step by step will teach. Right. Now here I made this program. I used Kotlin programming, right? I have installed the Android Studio first, right? After that, how to make this one as file, new project. Now we have to, here I am going to write as find employee project name. Here you have to put the check this button, check button, include Kotlin support. Then only you will be able to access the Kotlin program, right? Nowadays the Android Studio become as a Kotlin language. That is a most famous language in the world rather than the Java. So you have to select this one, the Kotlin, right? Kotlin support, next, click next, select the empty activity, next, click finish. My project is built successfully over here. Now what I am going to see, my project successfully created app. Here what I am going to see, inside here I have a RS folder. Inside this folder I have created the main layout. So here we have to make this one as a linear layout. Linear layout, make this linear layout. Right. Here this one we have to make it as this orientation center, vertical, gravity center, Android gravity center, we have to make it as, right. Now here what I am going to see, I have same the code, I just copy and paste it over here. If I write this one step by step, it take too much of time to complete the project, so that I already have my sample example. This linear I just copy and paste and I explain it, then you will be able to understand that. No problem, right? This all the design I explained in my previous videos. Okay, how to make this Android simple design. Okay, so here this is a linear layout. Inside the linear layout we have created another linear layout, right? Inside this linear layout we have created the heading of this one, linear layout, wrap content, orientation vertical, gravity center. Here this is a text view. Text view mean this one. We will be able to change the color. This is the text, wrap content. This is the text size, VDB. We have to put. After that, we have created another linear layout. Here we have to design the employee number and text. Right? All the stuff we have designed. After that, we have created another text and edit text. This is employee name and text. Right? Here we have a button, search underneath, right? If you click the search button, the relevant employee information will be displayed on this text box, right? So that's the thing we have to do. In order to do the RESTful API, what I have to do is, first one, go to the Google. Here you have to type volleyball Android, right? Volley and Android. You have to type volley Android. You have to type, not volleyball, volley Android. You have to give this person androiddeveloper.com. Okay, this is the dependency we have to use to used to find the RESTful API. This is very useful stuff, right? Android API, right? So here this one. Okay, here this API we have to use these dependencies, right? Inside this dependency implementation, this Android value. This one just copy this one, Control C copy back to your Android project. Go to the Gradle script, build Gradles. Double click on this one. Build Gradle. This one. Inside the dependencies, you have to paste it over here. Control V to paste it. What you have copied on this one, right? After done this stuff, you have to sign this one, right? Now it will be apply on the Gradle, right? If you apply this one, this is very must stuff, then only you will be able to access the Wally, right? Second, you have to wait until the process is completed. This is very important stuff while you accessing the RESTful API. After that, what the thing you have to do, the another thing is, this is all the must. Go to the manifest, inside the manifest folder, you have to go to the manifest file, this one. Here you have to grant the permission of the internet permission, right? If you are not granted, you won't be able to access the RESTful API, right? So how to grant it here is, you have to add the internet permission. I just wrote this code to access this one, right? This permission, right? User permission, right? This one, okay? You just copy and paste it over here. This one I paste it here, okay? User permission, Android permission also. You don't worry about this. All the codes I have put into my website. You will be able to download this one, the permission part, right? You have to access this permission. This is very important. These two permissions, right? Internet permission, right? After done the stuff, what I have to do is here. You have to create the PHP file inside the exam folder. HTDocs, I have created the PHP file which is a EMP, right? I just open it. If I open the simple file, this is a simple API, I have used it for find the employee number, simple API. Here, this is our database connection, we have used it only the localhost. So localhost, we have used the database connection, this is a localhost, right? So localhost, the database connection is there, okay? It's a localhost, right? So here, this is the file, okay? Now, what I am going to do is here, this simple file, we have to access this file. So localhost for the file name emp.php, right? This is a simple file. Here it's null. So here we have a data. So we have to write id.1. One means this is the data. This is the API access mean. This API access is coming from here. This is the here. This is JSON encode mean it is automatically converted as a J. What is the result? What's the ID you are entered over here? It is get the ID and put it to here. It is getting the details and make it as a JSON format. This is the JSON format look like this. This is the API access, right? This API access, right? So this is the stuff we have done, right? This is PHP file. We have simple PHP file, right? This is the establish a database connection. This is the select query. This is the bind parameter. What is the ID you are entered here? It's getting the ID. You are searching the employee ID via the ID. What is the ID coming from here? Relevant employee details should be loaded and sent into the JSON format. This echo JSON encode row mean all the row the details should be sending to the one row JSON format over here. Now what I did here, what I done here is, now what I am going to do is here. Go to the find, right? Go to the Android Studio here. Now I am going to write the code. Simple code we have to write. Go to the Java main activity here. Simple code. First, what I did here is where's my find right here. I just copy the codes right. Now here first I have just copied this one, these lines, 3 lines. Find one, right? Now here first what I did here is I have made the variable. This one I have make this one as a this one. This is ID. I just brand this is IDs. I have put it here. If you want to change the ID, we will be change it. Okay, this is called employee number. This is employee number. Right here the ID we have to change this one. This is employee EMP number. We have to change this one as ID as an EMP number. Here we have to change the ID here as EMP name, right? We have to get the ID into this here. Here we have to write EMP name, emp number, this id, this is the relevant, this is the emp name, right. So here this employee number, Ctrl C to copy, Ctrl V employee name. Here what I did here is get the employee text box IDs and assign to the relevant variables over here, right. After that, here this is a button, this which button, this button ID which is getting here bt1, we have to assign to the relevant variable b1. That stuff we have to write here over here. Now what I am going to see, we have to write b1 dot set on click listener present key new, sorry, here we have to write set on new view, here we have to write set on click listener, we have to write over here this code, put it this code, simply set on click listener, right. The bracket we have to change the bracket, okay, right. This problem is we simply write, it's not that much of problem, simply here b1 dot set on click listener, set on click listener, right. So bracket we have to change this bracket, right, like this. Okay, now what I did here to do here is in Kotlin very simple. I just copy this code and put it, then only very easy stuff. I just copy this code. You don't worry about all the codes I will provide you. It's don't worry about that. Okay. Now here we have to paste them. Right. Okay. Now here first what I did here is, so here we have to enter this id employee in number dot text, right, this one, Ctrl V to paste here, right. Now get it, the thing is employee name, Ctrl C to copy, Ctrl V to write. Now here first what I did here is, if you enter the relevant employee number, click btn button, what happens is go to the set on click listener, it is a on click listener. First we have to find the URL, right. This URL, how to get that URL over here is, you just go to the command prompt, type ipconfig, press enter key. What is IP address? You are get it over here. This is IP address, you are get it. Okay, here this is IP address. You can use one of these. Okay, this is the IP address I found here, right. This IP version for IP address. The same IP address you have to use here. Okay, now here you can find like this. Okay, this is simple stuff you have to write like this here. So localhost, this is the things. Instead of that, you have to put it the IP address. You can check will it work or not. You can check here. This is IP address. You just copy this. This is a machine IP address. Will it work or not? If you have to put it the IP address and press enter key, it will work. Here it will, this IP address will be work successfully. So the same IP address we have to use it over here. The same thing, Ctrl C to copy, we have to put it over here. That's the stuff we have to did so far. Okay, employee number, this ID equal, which ID? This ID I have to check it, I just manually we have to check the put one. So what's the ID you are entered the text box? This is employee number dot text dot toString. So what is ID you are entered here? ID will be go through along with this URL. So you have to check. Okay. After that we have to write the request queue volley. This how we have to convert as a RESTful API using the volley. After that we have to change it as a JSON request. This is how we have to get the request from the JSON request. It's sending to a response. You have to write the response equal. What the response you are coming here? According to the ID you are entered here, relevant information will be passing to the relevant text box. So the relevant detail should be passing here. I passing the variable, this simple variable, I just created this variable. This is a text box name, employee name dot set text. We have to set the text as this one. What's the value you are getting here? Get string, what's the name, right? This name coming from this database column name. Okay, this is the thing we have to do. Very simple one. First you have to create the database. You have to make the permission. After that you have to Gradle, you have to have Holly dependencies you have to add. After that, create the PHP API access. This is the PHP API simple file. You have to create that one. First you have to check whether MySQL database is connection is succeed or not on the localhost. After that you have to find the IP address of localhost. This is the IP address. The same IP address you enter on the localhost and check what I checked over here. Now after that, simply you have to go to the Android and you have to check it. This is the things we have which is connect to the RESTful API access in the Android Studio. Right? Very simple one. Now will it check whether it's working fine or not. I have used the Genymotion virtual app to achieve this. You have to wait until the Gradle build. After Gradle finish, I have a notice that error. I got the error from here. So what the error here is, we have to bracket. We have to this bracket we don't need it. We have to close it, and again we have to build the program. Gradle we have to build. Now let's check Gradle finish successfully. Now enter the employee number, click search button. Here the Kumar should be displayed, employee number. If you click second one, Nishan should be displayed. Right. I hope you guys you understood the RESTful API using localhost, Android Studio with PHP, all the stuff. If you have any doubt on this, you can ask me anytime. If you like my channel, please subscribe me, like me. This all the codes I provide with my tutorsfunny.com. Thank you for watching.